This is Deanna Marie and welcome back here to the Clusie, and today we're going to be piggybacking on communication. We talked about that a little bit yesterday, so we're going to be continuing on that path, just talking about the understanding and patience portion of it. Let's get started. So there can be a ton of misunderstandings, especially in the very beginning of a relationship, and most of the time it's based on the fact that you can't take into consideration what you don't know. So when you're first dating someone or talking to someone, you normally haven't met their family. You don't know a lot about maybe them and like their work, or you haven't met a lot of their friends. So you don't know this person as well as you're going to know them later on. So the misinterpretation part, and this is what I mean by being patient and understanding, especially in the beginning. Because you don't know any of those things about that person, a lot of the communication can be very misinterpreted in the beginning. For example, say you are somebody, I take things very personally. I do sometimes, or I'm very like emotional. Like if somebody doesn't like react the way I want them to, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I don't know if I like that. Okay, so, and that's a problem with me. It's not the other people. Okay. So you put me with somebody who's maybe very direct and straight and to the point, okay? They just say it. They say what they mean. They're just very, they have like this businessy like attitude about everything. Okay. When I say be understanding, maybe you're reading things that person's saying, or they're just very direct. You might take it very personally and be like, oh my gosh, this person's like so mean. And they're not mean at all. They're just very direct and to the point. And you may not be very direct and to the point. So you need to understand and learn about that person before you just start reacting, which brings me to my next point. Wait 24 hours to react to something. So if that person text messages you something or they say something and you take it like, oh, I don't know if I like that. Don't react right away. Wait 24 hours. See what happens, because that person might not be thinking that they meant it that way at all. And you might be thinking, oh, I can't believe that you did it. And there's so many misunderstandings that happen in the beginning because you're not taking into consideration factors that you can't take into consideration because you haven't got to that point yet. Okay, so 24-hour rule. Like, share, subscribe, comment as always. Patient, understanding, important.